Hi teammate, my name is Ronnie Alfonso. I'm the product owner and mentor of BreazeHome 4.0 is Dr. Masoud Sajadi. In this video, I'm going to cover the use of PGAdmin to manage a Postgres database in the virtual machine provided by the BreazeHome support team. This video will be divided in 4 sections. The first one is installation of the application. The second one will show how to connect to the production database, which is in the remote host. The third one will show how to create a local database using the command line interface. And the last one will show how to connect the PGAdmin to the newly created database and the integration of that database to the backend code. For that, I'm going to start from the installation. PGAdmin is offered in the Ubuntu software store. So just click on the icon in the launcher and start typing in the text box the name. Once the application is found, click on the installing button and enter your Ubuntu user password. This will start downloading, then installing the application, and will take a couple of minutes. The installation finishes, and now let's open the application. Now we're going to jump to the second section of this video, which is to show how to connect the PGAdmin to the remote application database. To connect to the database, we need to get the URL, port, username, and password of the remote database. And all this information is located inside the environment directory inside bin in the activate file. Let's click on connect and fill out all the boxes. Once finished, click OK and all the database information will be displayed in the application browser. To show the tables, select the name of database, then schemas. Let me open this a little bit more. Then inside public, and finally the tables. To show the data of the table, we do right click on the table and select view data the top 100 rows. Here I'm showing the real estate property table with some of its columns. I would like to show that in case you can SSH into a database host, you can run this command and dump the production database locally in your environment. This command has 2 parts. The first one is the one that dumps the database locally, and the second one sets some parameters. In the first part, the task H indicates the host of the source database, and here is where the URL of our production database goes. The second one is the capital U, which is the user of the host database. And the third one is the capital C. This option will create a new database with the name that follows. Following, we can see the pipe operator, which indicates that the result of the first command is passed to the second one. And the second one is PSQL, which is terminal for PostgreSQL. In this part, I set the host for the local database. In this case, is the local host. Then the name of the database we are going to connect to. In this case, the one we just created in the first command. And the last one is specifying the user as you want to connect to, instead of using the default. After pressing enter, it will ask you for your password and for another confirmation. And if you have permission, it will dump the database in your local environment. For more information about this command, visit the PGAdmin documentation. The next part is installing a new database from command line interface. So let's open a terminal, and first of all, I'm going to show how to check if we have Postgres installed in our system. For that, just type PSQL-V, and it will show the version if it is installed or an error message. In my system, I have it installed, but I'm going to run the commands anyways. After the installation finishes, I switch to a new Postgres account and I will create a new database named Breeze. Then I open the command line client for the new database and add a user with the password. Don't forget to add the semicolon at the end of the line. If all went okay, a confirmation will be shown. Also, I would like to show a few more about Postgres interface. If we type \L, it will show the list of the database in your computer. The Postgres usage is created by default. If we type help, it will show the help menu. and \interrogation sign will show the available command list. To exit to the Ubuntu command line, type \q and then type exit. Our next step is to connect the PGAdmin application to our newly created database. And this is done in a very similar way I did before with the remote database. We need to enter the name, we leave the default part, the user and the password as we created it in the command line. Once finished, click OK and the new database will be shown in the list of databases. And if I show the list of tables, it will show that our database is empty. Now I'm going to minimize the application and I'm going to run our backend framework. But first, I need to make some changes in the settings. The settings is a Python file and it's inside the Breeze folder. In the setting file, there is a section for the databases. And here, when we are not debugging, the database will use the values from the environment folder. So beware, because unless you make some changes in this file, you will be working directly with the production database. So here are the changes. I'm going to comment all this section and I'm going to enter all the values from my local database and save the file. I'm going to minimize all these windows and run the Django server. I have an error in the file. Let me fix it. Done. Now back in the terminal, the Django is letting me know that there are multiple migrations that need to be run. And this is because our database is empty. So to confirm this, let's check on the browser. And of course, we have an error. So now I'm going to run the migrations in another terminal. All these lines confirm the log of all the operations that Django is executing to create our database from the migration files. And when I check back in the browser, our backend is running successfully. And in PGAdmin, when refreshing, all the tables are displayed. Well, that's all. Thanks for watching.